The current state of the United States stratification system is simply put into three classes, these being the upper class or the rich, the middle class or the average person, and the lower class or the poor. Most people have seen this image of a pyramid representing our class system. It is great to show the social structure in a basic way, but it does not really show how big the jump from lower to middle and middle to upper class really is. The problem with the current state of the United States is that the rich are extremely rich and the poor are extremely poor. But why is this? A few sociologists have tried to answer this question, like Emil Durkheim and Karl Marx. Durkheim believed that more important jobs in society will result in higher pay. This is functional integration theory. Sociologists Davis and Moore took this even further by saying people who work the hardest, get the best education, and are the most talented will get the highest paying jobs. Karl Marx had a different view than these sociologists, though. He believed that those who own the means of production will be in the upper class and those that work for them will be in the lower class. He believed that the upper class lied to the lower class to make them believe that this is possible to move up in the social ladder. This is conflict theory. This also brings up the idea of open versus closed social structure. In Durkheim's opinion, the United States would have an open social structure because he believed with enough talent and hard work, anyone could move up in the class system. Marx, on the other hand, would believe that it is much more closed, even if the rich tell the poor that it is open. This is because he believes that no matter how hard someone in the lower class works, the upper class will not allow them to move up. Although this seems like a very complicated problem, I believe there's a possible solution. I would implement progressive tax so that the rich get taxed more money and the poor barely get taxed at all. This would even out the money that each class has because the rich have a lot more money to give. Obviously, this would result in more money coming in from taxes. So, with the money that comes in, the government will make services to get the poor better education and set them up with more consistent careers. This would lead to the poor being more equal to the other classes. After time, when the poor start to catch up to the other classes, the progressive tax will be lessened to become more regressive. This would lead to the rich being happier as it would seem like their taxes are being decreased over time. This, of course, also comes with some downsides. The rich would not be very happy with the fact that they would have to pay more taxes at the start. The rich would also do everything in their power to stop the poor from moving up, even with the progressive tax in place. However, I believe that the positives outweigh the negatives, and this is a very reasonable solution. Very similar to the United States, global stratification is also split into three, but much more distinct tiers. These being first world, or highly developed countries, second world, or countries still early in development, and third world, or very poor countries. This division is similar to Durkheim's theory. The first world countries are the most important to the world as a whole, so they are the highest class. A solution to the global division would be for first world countries to help develop second world countries so that they can develop third world countries and create an endless cycle of development so that all nations are equal. This would be very beneficial to all nations as they could all help each other out without one nation being more powerful than another. This is very unrealistic, though, because some nations want all the power, mostly for first world countries, so they would never give up enough help so that another nation would be able to pass them. The current stratification system in both the United States and the world are obviously not perfect. Neither were my solutions for them. This is why this is a very difficult topic, but with the help of some sociologists, we can try to improve the stratification system a little at a time.